بعد تبراجع الحاجة ركيز عشان كلمة شتاء فده ظروف خلى البلد ده مش كده.
ظروف خلى البلد ده مش كده. ناس also known as Abul Majong Alier. I recognize the presence of everybody here, especially our governor. My deepest courtesies to you. Our poem for today goes as, what do we call this day as a country? Is it the fragile reminder of our sunset's grace, painting resilience on each petal's fade, though shadows linger or bloodstains stray, a nation's heart reborn, with bones sun-dried beneath her watch, leaving them at odd ease? What do we call this day? Do we call it the laughter in graves, now our smile engraved like tattoos on their graves, each dropped petal under this sun is remembered, but how shall we bow to the heroes that spilled and split apart to keep us whole? What do we call this day? Is it the reincarnation of our past, or is it the rise of drums that were never heard through valleys kissed by torment in a turmoil overseen the seer? Is it the peace? What do we call this day? In the dawn's tender embrace, where the Nile cradles whisper, the echoes of yesterday linger like shadows woven in dust. Our peace is woven in tears of those we may not know, but sacrificed everything for us, and so we continue to thirst for peace. I call this day our liberation, the sunrise of our sunset. I call this day the bloom of a new dawn, for this day is a vow to our heroes. What shall we call this day? I am Tutu Majongwel from Bishop Misdolai Secondary School, and I highly thank you. I'm also an author of Sunset of Her Dreams. Thank you. This book is to the governor of our state. I want to show our state that women can do anything. I am a mother, a writer, and a student, all at once. Thank you.
Good evening. It is 9th of July 2025 and welcome you to Ssbc 8 p.m. News. I am Akuchima Kere, and as the nation marks its 14th independence anniversary, President Kiir has urged South Sudanese to reconcile and work together to build a nation that embraces its diverse culture. The head of the state also reminded the nation of the ongoing nationwide ceasefire, which reflects the coalition's government's commitment to peace through the unification of forces. President Kiir reaffirmed his firm stance on removing corrupt officials from the system to promote social and economic growth, assuring continuous investment in roads and agriculture to boost development and improve livelihoods. Ssbc Alejandro Lotok reports.
In a firm message of unity and reconciliation, President Kiir has called on the people of South Sudan to embrace peace, forgiveness, and collective nation building as the country celebrates 14 years since gaining independence. Delivering his national address from Juba, the president praised the resilience and patience of the South Sudanese people, acknowledging the difficult journey they have endured through the years of political strife and economic hardship. He urged the citizens to preserve peace by fostering mutual respect, embracing diversity, and working together to shape a stable and inclusive future.
And today, I want you to be more united than ever. Do not let anything or anyone divide you again. We must continue to love one another and to respect our cultures, to celebrate our heritage, and to fight for the freedom of every single Junubi. Continue to lead with your hearts. Let us forgive one another. Let us heal the past. The past has wounded us, but it must not be repeated. Together we can be the future that we deserve.
Reaffirming his government's commitment to stability, President Kiir emphasized the importance of fully implementing the revitalized peace agreement, describing it as the roadmap to free, fair, and credible elections.
Peace is and will always be our foundation. I keep my promise to you. My government is committed to full ceasefire across the country. No gun shall silence the voice of peace. We will continue to secure the communities and protect every citizen, regardless of where they live. Our people deserve to sleep without fear. Revitalized peace agreement is our bridge to the future. We will implement it. We will unify our forces. We will have a peaceful, credible election, and we will not go back to war.
Turning to the economy, President Kiir acknowledged the challenges facing ordinary citizens, but said efforts are underway to root out corruption and prioritize national interest.
Our economy has struggled, but we are taking action. We are strengthening our systems. We are removing those who put their self-interest before the country. We are investing in agriculture, roads, energy, and education. We are building a future where a farmer feeds the nation. He shouldn't build it.
On the international front, the president reassured global partners of South Sudan's readiness to engage in diplomacy and cooperation.
South Sudan is proud to be a member of the global community. We remain committed to fostering strong partnerships across Africa and the world. We seek cooperation, not confrontation, integration, not isolation.
Directing his message to the youth, President Kiir described them as the cornerstone of the nation's future, encouraging them to reject tribal divisions and become leaders of peace.
To the youth of South Sudan, you are the future. You are the energy, the voice, and the hope of our nation. Rise above tribalism. Say no to violence. Use your strength to build, not to destroy. I have asked my government to empower you, to provide you with the tools that you need to grow. But you must dedicate yourself to building this country not with violence, but with knowledge and hard work. Let every young person proudly proclaim, I am South Sudanese and I love my country.
The president concluded his speech with a promise to empower the next generation and to continue working toward a South Sudan defined by peace, opportunity, and lasting freedom. Alejandro Lotok, SSBC News, Juba.
Lake State joined the rest of the country in commemorating the 14th independence anniversary, with the residents applauding government efforts in promoting peaceful coexistence among citizens of South Sudan. Our reporter James Arusi has the details.
This is a wet morning in Rumbek, capital of Lake State, and the gathering here is for the pride of being a citizen in an independent nation. 14 years back was a different case, but the independence for South Sudan was ushered in. As schools start arriving to the gathering point in Rumbek, capital, for the celebration, it is a scene of one of the special day every South Sudan citizen inherits regardless of their status. Today, as the country marks 14 years, for many, this is one of the priceless achievements in life for the country.
My name is Elijah Matwenjalap, the director of Landmark High School in Rumbek. My message to the citizens of Lake State and the whole of South Sudan is that let us remain united, peaceful, and then we work towards the coexistence. And let us not forget to educate our brothers and sisters and our children.
فليلة أنينا فرانين كله نسوى بتاعت ساوث السودان ده حاجة جديد defend ده بتاعنا wanina humat wadari ni shaja yal shanaja bulu culture dema wada.
Lake State being a destination for several communities, this celebration is one of its kind that has no tribe or nationality, but rather for those that the freedom of South Sudan's independence has brought. Here is what members of the Pojulu cultural group, Luo, and other groups living in Rumbek had to say.
Yomde, de yanina farhanin, de azamanina ligo, independent na ligo rahamin foka hajat kulu.
It has just come in place now, whereby everyone is exciting and the whole community are celebrating it as our pleasure that we came out from slavery.
Say 9 July today, nas bilimu, iya zol bori, logara beta, iya zol bori,
died by the school-going children. South Sudan's Independence Day celebration in Rumbek capital is a reminder and a definition of sacrifice. Many lives were lost, but the reward is permanent and will be told for generations to come.
It is our collective responsibility now to embrace and own this peace. Let us preach the language of peace. Let us unite as people of Lake State, because a peaceful Lake State is a peaceful South Sudan.
Furthermore, we deeply remember and reflect the endurance, spirit, courage, and reliance of our gallant SPLM.
Because we know, as we continue with this independence celebration, we ask everybody to have a collective effort so that we really come to the right full time that we have to be independent fully.
With this day, Lake State pushes for domestic independence, considering a need to be food reliant. The State Minister for Cabinet Affairs, representing the State Governor during the celebration, eyed the gathering to consider agriculture as the state priority.
Agriculture for food for all. All of us must have to cultivate. Now the state is peaceful, and it is the only way which will bail us out from this financial crisis. So on behalf of General Rendway, I'm appealing to all civilians of this state to continue cultivating.
Since arriving in Lake State a little over a year ago, I have found the people to be friendly, hardworking, and thirsting for development, following the peace and stability that was established by the governor and the leaders across the state. I have found the leaders to be compassionate, forward-looking, and very committed.
It is the 14th anniversary of South Sudan's independence and also 14 years of citizens of South Sudan living in an independent nation. Despite the challenges the country may be facing, being independent is a topic that can never be compromised by any challenge, but the pride that still holds the independence. James Arusi, SSBC, Rumbek.
Police have reported peaceful 14th Independence Anniversary celebration across the country. The police joined other security units in marking the day with a parade and march on the outskirts of Juba, demonstrating a spirit of pride and dedication to protecting civilians and property. SSBC's Matthew Joseph reports.
In momentous display, the police force participated in the 14th Independence Anniversary celebrations through the Police General Headquarters in Buluk via Ministries Road 7th Day Roundabout, Customs and University of Juba. The parade, accompanied by the police band, resonated with the national pride as the country enjoys the powerful sounds of diverse instruments, uplifting the South Sudanese spirit in celebration of 14 years of independence. The parade brought together numerous police units, including the Police Taekwondo Unit and Scouts, addressing the forces at the General parade in Buluk, the acting Minister of Interior, Mangar Bong, stated that having an independent state allows the government and its people to determine their own political, economic, and cultural direction, free from external control.
وطريقة الحوار عشان جنوبنا فيه الناس فقد رجالهم فقد يالهم وفقد الناس بتوعه كله وفي بعض الناس فقد أرواحهم وفقد الجزء بتاع الجسمانات بتوعهم المعوقين هسه قاعدين معنا هنا والأسرة ده كله قاعدين معناها عملية ده كان ما سهل فنحن بطلب من الأقوان الأخرى إنه لازم نحتفظ بيوم بتاع الاستقلال.
For his part, the Inspector General of Police, General Habra Manyuat Peter, who confirmed the peaceful nature of the national festivities, commended the organized forces for fulfilling their mandate of protecting civilians and their property, directing all state police commissioners to uphold the same standard of vigilance and services.
We achieve our independence from the oppressors as a sovereign country. I deploy over 4,000 troops to secure the celebration in Juba alone, and directed the state police commissioners to provide the security coverage in their respective states and areas. For this, I thank and congratulate all the forces for commitment and hard work. I also thank and appreciate the people of South Sudan for support and cooperation with all the security forces.
Lieutenant Colonel Achwildeng Achwil stresses that the day reflects the sacrifices and contributions of war veterans, their children, and their wives.
كل سنة أننا نكون موحدين ونحتفلوا بخير والعافية وربنا يوم سلام.
The day is being marked by calls for citizens to unite and celebrate Independence Day with pride and remembrance of the liberators. South Sudan's independence was achieved 6 years after the signing of the Comprehensive Peace Agreement that ended over 2 decades of a civil war between the Arab-dominated North and the predominantly African and Christian South, a conflict that claimed more than 2 million lives. Reporting for SSBC News, Mathiang Joseph, Juba.
Hundreds gathered at the SPLM House to commemorate the 14th independence anniversary. Addressing the occasion, the SPLM Second Deputy Chairperson Mary Apai Aiga calls on South Sudanese to unite and live in peace, describing the day as historic. Peter Mori has the details.
The 14th Independence Anniversary, organized by the SPLM Youth League, is held under the theme Celebrating the Fruits of Our Liberation Struggle. Speaking at the function, the second deputy chairperson of the SPLM, Mary Apai Aiga, calls on South Sudanese to reflect on 9 July 2011 when the flag was raised in Juba. She emphasizes on the importance of uniting for a common purpose for developing the country.
This is a great day in the history of South Sudan. It is a great day in the lives of people of South Sudan who have been oppressed all along. by the governments of the Sudan. The development of our nation is the one remaining. So let us also create the fight for our development. Let us develop our country. Unity is paramount. We have to unite as people of South Sudan. Let us close the chapter, the past chapter of hatred.
The SPLM Secretary for Political Affairs, Mobilization and Organization, Bolma Kwengyol, describes the 14th Independence Anniversary as very important in the lives of South Sudanese.
Today, we are celebrating a very important day in our life, the life of people of South Sudan. So, this day is the day we remind ourselves about our heroes and heroines, those who fought for us, those who were widowed because of our freedom. I cannot be better as a This is for you, young people, because any war, whether external or internal, it kills the young people.
Daniel Abocha Ali, the chairperson of the SPLM National Youth League, says 9th July is the fruit of the armed liberation struggle. On that date, South Sudan joined the Club of Independent Countries. He commends the people, especially the youth, for loving their country.
This day is an evidence of the promise the SPLM made to you, the people of South Sudan. Number one promise, during the liberation struggle, the SPLM promised you, the people of South Sudan, that we shall deliver to you independence. And today, we are free, celebrating our own independence as first-class citizens in our country. Mini yom wahid, shar saba. Ana shaif fi Juba, o fi mudun kulu fi Junub Sudan. Shabab machine ba'alam bata Junub Sudan folk. The love we have exhibited towards our national flag, let us translate it to ourselves. Let us love ourselves the way we love our flag.
The 14th Independence Anniversary is to reflect on how far the people of South Sudan have come since the liberation struggle, despite the challenges the country is going through. Peter Mori James.
Still at the same SPLM house, where government appeals to its citizens to prioritize agriculture to fight hunger and promote economic growth. Mary Atong reports.
Leaders and citizens shed tears of victory and joy over the fruit of the armed liberation struggle, but poured the sacrifices the fallen martyrs, heroes and heroines have paid for their political freedom. Simon Kohn, third SPLM Deputy Chairperson, congratulated forces of the South Sudan Defense Force, formerly South Sudan People's Liberation Army, upon the generous present South Sudan, a new country.
You come home. We build this country together. Come home, please. Leave the bushes. Come home here. There is no other agreement. We've heard of agreements. Youth, you are the torch of this nation. The torch. Without you, no South Sudan. And it is your right to call this gathering here. It is your right.
Dr. Maria Dongrin Ater, Minister of Finance and Planning, pays tribute to the fallen heroes and heroines for the ultimate price they have paid for the independence. Dr. Marial appeals to South Sudanese to prioritize agriculture for local food productions.
We are confronting these challenges head-on, prioritizing salary payments, reforming revenue mobilization, and directing resources towards critical strategic sectors and services that will lead to a stronger economy in the medium to long term. Our doors must be open. Our hearts must stay open. The SPLM must be the natural home for every patriotic son and daughter.
In his remarks, the chairperson of the organizing committee, Ayar Deng, says the function is not celebrating the independence but also an opportunity for renewing the rule of the SPLM.
Let us proceed today with clarity of mind and unity of purpose, and share a belief that South Sudan that shall never fail, that shall never fall back into darkness, not under our weight. Long live SPLM.
Adwal Bol Agany, deputy chairperson of the Women League, says the day is for reflecting on the long journey, the Poland martyrs, heroes and heroines, and well-wishers who lost their lives on the way to the freedom. She says members in the Women League are committed to empowering the youth and women to deliver services to the needy.
Service to our people and make sure the children of the martyrs are taken care of, and we really fulfill the dream of our leaders in the SPLM.
The leaders call upon the citizens and the youth to be job creators rather than relying on political and government jobs. Voting for SPLM, Mary Atong Mamwen, SPLM House, Juba.
A group of related South Sudanese women leaders has expressed their heartfelt gratitude to well-wishers for their support during the First Lady Mary Ayen Mayardit's recent medical treatment in the United Arab Emirates. The First Lady has now returned to Juba after a successful recovery. Speaker of Parliament Jemanu Kumba, along with immediate family members and other prominent women leaders, gathered to welcome her at Juba International Airport. The First Lady appeared calm and lively, waving to the crowd with pride and affection as the country marks its 14th independence anniversary. As part of the celebration of the Independence Day, the Presbyterian Church of South Sudan organized a cleaning and tree planting campaign at Al-Sabah Children's Hospital. The medical doctor at Al-Sabah Children's Hospital, Dr. Omar Angelo, appreciated the initiative, which he says contributes to a healthier environment. The president of the Presbyterian Church of South Sudan's Men's Fellowship, Both Chol, says the campaign is part of the independence celebration. As part of the celebration of the Independence Day, the Presbyterian Church of South Sudan organized a cleaning and tree planting campaign at Al-Sabah Children's Hospital. The medical doctor at Al-Sabah Children's Hospital, Dr. Omar Angelo, appreciated the initiative, which he says contributes to a healthier environment. The president of the Presbyterian Church of South Sudan's Men's Fellowship, Both Chol, says the campaign is part of the independence celebration. As South Sudan marks the 14th anniversary of its independence, the Archbishop of the Episcopal Church of South Sudan, Justin Badi Arama, dedicated 7 days of prayers and fasting, calling on Christians across the country to reflect on the nation's journey for freedom.
During this Independence Day, we come to you message of hope, renewal, and as we celebrate this day, we remember the collective achievement born from courage, sacrifice, and demonstration of a united people. This legacy must not be forgotten. As we celebrate the 14th anniversary of our independence, we dedicate 70 days of prayers and fasting from 10th June to 18th of August 2025 to reflect on the 70 years of painful struggle, unwavering unity, and the long road to freedom. Our desire is that our country will be a nation where justice prevails over oppression. Liberty and prosperity are shared. Rule of law is respected, and unity of purpose guides our every step. This anniversary should be a day to embrace the spirit of reconciliation, unity, and peace.
During the Anyanya and the SPLM liberation struggle, many South Sudanese perished. Millions were displaced internally in the region and beyond. But the real cost of this liberation struggle was the disintegration of our social fabrics, the disintegration of the moral fabrics of our societies. And we can see and feel this impact today. The independence of this country did not come cheap. It was a hard-earned independence, purchased, hear me well, purchased with blood, with tears, and with sweat. And therefore, we, South Sudanese, cannot afford to play around with.
Let's go to one of Kenya's counties, Nakuru, where local authorities have reaffirmed their commitment to supporting South Sudanese nationals by allowing them to engage in business activities and access equal education opportunities as part. These developments follow a recent visit by South Sudan Ambassador to Kenya, Anthony Lewis, to Nakuru County to assess the living conditions of over 10,000 South Sudanese residents facing various challenges.
We are really very happy because we want to collaborate, we work together for the good of the people of Sudan and for the good of the people of Nakuru. Nakuru, we are also privileged to have quite a number of citizens of Sudan here in Nakuru. And I'm very happy to announce that we work together and we treat our brothers and sisters the way we treat our citizens of Nakuru County. Whatever we do, we incorporate them. And even when we have got some cultural festivals, we normally attend to encourage them to continue doing the same. Now, most of our learning institutions, they are also there. We also incorporate them. They are given the chance like anybody else. And they are free to participate in some of the activities we have within our county. And we love the Sudan people because they are actually here. They really support the government. We don't have any problem with them. They are very humble, very unique people who knows why they are here, and we really coexist with them with other.
A county, one of the counties of Egypt. And I have chosen this place actually because we have a very large community of South Sudanese here who have taken this place as a home. Some of them actually were born and raised here, and some of them later on they came. And there are also influx of people from other areas into this area. So this has become a place where you find a lot of South Sudanese who live here. And the same thing also, I'm here today to pay a courtesy visit to call on His Excellency or An Excellency the Governor, which unfortunately she's not here. She has gone to Nairobi, but I'm also glad to have met His Excellency the Deputy Governor, and we have very fruitful discussions today, actually, on promoting the relations between